What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Hold That Thought podcast, where we do the exact opposite. I am your host, The Barbecue, and we're finally on episode number 6. I appreciate anybody who's still watching the content. I'm trying to crank these out once a week, so I appreciate anybody who's watching these weekly and trying to keep up. I might slow down a little bit because it's a lot of content that I'm putting out there, but new stuff comes out every week, and that's why I feel like once a week may be a good pace to keep at. So I'm gonna try to keep it up. Let me guys know, what do you think about the weekly content? I know as content creators, it's best to stay up to date with content. That's why I try to put at least 2 out a week, but that's kind of difficult with my other content, but I try my best, but it's whatever. I appreciate everybody watching the video version on YouTube. If you did enjoy that video version, make sure you like it, comment, subscribe, share it. It really helps me out. We're trying to grow our audience, so subscribing will be very helpful to me, and make sure you have those bells on so you don't miss a notification for a video. If you're listening to the audio only version on Spotify, Apple Music, I appreciate you guys as well. If you're on Apple Music, make sure you rate that 5 stars so we can move up the algorithm and get a wider audience in here. All right, so I appreciate all you guys for coming through. All right, so to start off, I mean, we do the same format as always, but I'm gonna try to go quickly through this one. I have a lot of stuff to do today, so I'm trying to crank this one out. So bear with me if I'm moving kind of fast. Last episode we did some shout outs. I'm gonna continue that because there's more people I want to shout out, and I'm gonna try to do these as much as possible so you guys can go get your eyes on some other content, some other small content creators who are doing their thing and popping off maybe on Twitch or YouTube. Go check them out. All right, I was just in her stream, so go shout out. This first shout out goes to Murder Monroe. She's mostly an Apex streamer, but she does play other games occasionally. She has a squad she plays Apex with, the Toxic Squad. They are hilarious. They are cracked at Apex. Oh my god. I think we played some games against each other at some point in some sort of tournament. But yeah, go check them out. And yeah, Murder Monroe on Twitch TV/Murder Monroe, spelled just like it sounds. All right, next up, Cult of Black. He's another great Twitch streamer. Go check him out. He streams very often, so I'm sure you'll be able to catch one of his streams pretty frequently. He usually streams at night. Well, at night for me, I'm on Eastern time. I don't know what time he's on. So go check him out. Cult of Black, CultofBlack. Cult of Black. Go check him out. Next up we have Bruh Nanas. I call her Bree because she thinks I'm an old man, so I'm gonna call her Bree. Bruh Nanas is BRUHNANUHZ. Go check her out on Twitch. She's another cool streamer coming up. She plays a variety of different games. She's really good at Rainbow Six Siege, and she plays other games as well. I would consider her variety. I consider most of these people variety. Murder usually plays mostly Apex, but she does play a good bit of other games too. Next up, for number 4, Retro Recap. Go check him out on Twitch as well. Another great streamer, so go check them out. Check all 4 of these people out, man. They're all great. He plays a lot of retro games and also up-to-date games as well. All these are black streamers, so enjoy them, bro. I'm shouting out people of color, and they deserve as much credit as anyone else, so there you go. Last but not least, we have Wreck-It Raven. REKITRAVEN. Wreck-It Raven is another cool streamer, and she plays a lot of stuff. I never know what to expect when I'm going into her streams, so go check all 5 of them out. They're really good, and I actually enjoy stopping by their streams. Some people don't see the I don't know. I feel like a lot of people on Twitch go towards the bigger streamers because they have a big audience and whatnot. But I feel like with smaller streamers, you can actually try to connect with them because they're gonna read your content. I mean, it's not like moving a million meters, a million. I don't know. Well, you know what I'm saying. The chat's not moving real fast, so they can read your comments, and you can probably actually get to talk to them unlike the bigger streamers. So go check them out. They're really cool streamers, and yeah. All right, next up on my quick bits, go vote. That's it. Go vote. Make sure you vote in this election. This is one of the biggest obviously it's the biggest election right now. They were saying 2016 was the biggest election ever, which it really was, But I think 2020 is even bigger, man. Like, I know the options aren't great, but at least you make your voice heard. If you don't want to vote for either of them, vote down the middle. People say those votes don't count, but you're letting your voice be heard that you don't want to support either of those. And maybe one year, maybe a few years down the road, the middle can like rise. Like, I know that sounds weird. The South will rise, but no, hopefully like libertarian or something can like at some point be a different. I'm tired of this two-party system. I'm tired of the American two-party. Let me stop. Just go vote. Next up, Breonna Taylor. If you guys haven't heard already, the investigation from the FBI was closed, and the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, 3 of them were not charged, and 1 was charged with wanton endangerment for shooting outside of a window. All I have to say is just like, if I was saying this last night, if you guys were honestly expecting all 4 of those cops to be charged, I think you're kind of living in a fantasy land. Like, they gave that family the money, and I'm not saying that makes it right. I'm not saying listen, Linda, listen. I'm not saying it makes it right, but if you think that they're just gonna give them $12 million and charge all the officers, that's not gonna happen, bro. Like, I'm not on their side in saying this. I'm just saying that you gotta look at this realistically. Like, why do you think they gave that family that money? To shut up. Like, come on now. But that's the riots are going on in Louisville, and 2 officers I think were shot the other day, and it's going down again. It's going down again. Make your voice be heard in that situation as well. Let the people know how you feel. Let them know that you're not going to stand by while this stuff happens, you know. So let's move away from that. Those are all my quick bits I really had for today. I didn't have much in the just flashy news type stuff. But yeah, vote. All right, so into gaming news. I think I missed this news update. Recently, Amazon released a new cloud streaming service. If I'm reading that right, it's called Amazon Luna. If you're watching the video version, I'm about to pull it up for you right here. All right, so the Amazon Luna and what they know about it. It's a new cloud streaming service. That's just like the Google Stadia, I'm guessing. The Google Stadia, you would think that Amazon will learn from Google and not do this, because I don't know who's buying the Stadia. Is that even how you say it? Is it Stadia or Stadia? I don't know. But all right, let's see what it says. Amazon is getting into gaming during Amazon's big device announcement event on Thursday. So this happened. What's today? Oh, this was yesterday. This is yesterday. It's Friday. Oh, today I'm recording it is 9/25/2020. Just for the record. All right, so on Thursday, the internet giant unveiled Luna. It's a cloud-based video game streaming service for Fire TV. Oh, okay. Phones, tablets, and computers that rival Microsoft's xCloud and Google Stadia. Interesting. It's something I'm not going to buy, but it's still interesting to just read and talk about, you know. A Luna Plus subscription will cost $5.99 a month as part of an invite-only early access program. A controller designed with the service will also be sold with early access pricing of $50. So that's interesting. Gamers will also be able to use the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 controller. So why the hell would you buy their controller? Because everybody already has one. Why would you buy their controller? See at Luna at Amazon. So how much is the service gonna cost? So the service just costs. Wow, that's actually the price. Ubisoft, huh? So they're gonna have Ubisoft games too. Oh, look at Cup of Noodles, the streamer I shouted out for y'all. She's a Twitch ambassador, so you're gonna see her face a lot of places. She's a great streamer. I would shout her out too, but she's so big. I've shouted her out several times, but not in my actual shout out section. But Cup of Noodles is a dope streamer. Go check her out. So yeah, if you guys want to play games from your Fire TV, does that mean Fire Stick or just anything that you can? That's interesting. How is that gonna work? I guess I should just look at the Stadia for comparison, because they're doing the same thing, but that's all Windows. So how is this gonna work for Amazon? I'm just throwing the question out there for you guys that probably will have the same question. Like, how is this going to work? What setup are you going to need? Like, are you going to need a good PC to play these games? Okay, so up to 1080p or /60 frames per second, 4K coming soon. Play on PC, Mac, Fire TV. Does that mean Fire Stick? I don't know. It says Fire TV. I would think that would mean a Fire Stick, but that will mean you're playing from your TV and Wi-Fi, right? Am I tripping when I say that? I don't know. But yeah, the Luna's coming out. I don't know when the release date is. I don't know if it's already up. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in playing things off of your TV or whatever you got, I don't know when the release date is. It doesn't really say. It doesn't really say. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, because I'm really not interested in buying this at all, to be honest. Register for early access. Click this link to go to Luna's page. What games will be on Luna? Resident Evil 7. Don't care. Control. Don't care. Grid. Don't care. I don't care about any of these games. But hey, we also know that Ubisoft will be bringing two big late 2020 titles: Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Okay, that's an interesting game. Watch Dogs Legion. I am interested in playing Watch Dogs Legion, and yeah, they don't give a release date, so all right. That's it for that. That's all I got. If you're interested, make sure you sign up for the early access and whatnot. But I'm just let you guys know it's not for me. Not for me, dude. Not for me. All right, so that's it with the Amazon part. The rest of the section is gonna be just gaming. Rocket League goes free to play. Rocket League is a game where you are a car and you're pretty much playing soccer. That's the main part of the game. It's very fun. If I were to get back into that game, I'd be addicted. It's such an addicting game, especially when you play with good people on your team. It feels so good to like actually learn the mechanics and actually get good at that game. So I as soon as I found out this news, I went and downloaded this game. If you do not have Rocket League, like, just download it. It's a good party game. It's a good chill game. Play with your friends. The learning curve isn't that high unless you want to be super competitive, but like, it's a good game. So download it. It's free right now on Epic, I believe. I believe it's on the Epic Game Store. If not, it's on Steam. Don't quote me on that, but it's free right now. But I'm sure it'll be free for a long time because it's going free to play, and it's gonna have season passes and whatnot now. I think they're doing some kind of collab with Fortnite as well, so that's interesting. Go download Rocket League. It's free now, so yeah, try it out. Next in gaming news, we have Sony's apology. Last podcast, I went on a big old rant about the catastrophe that was Sony's pre-order releases. And this is what they said. Can I pull that back up? No, I can't. I should have copied that. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up the tweet on the video that is located on youtube.com/I'mTheBarbecue. youtube.com/I'mTheBarbecue. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if I can pull this up. I'm trying. All right, so I'm gonna just read it. It's really nothing. It's just their logo. It said, "Let's be honest. The PS5 pre-orders could have been a lot smoother. We truly apologize for that. Over the next few days, we will release more PS5 consoles for pre-order. Retailers will share more details, and more PS5s will be available through the end of the year." Okay, that's cool. This was tweeted on the 19th. It is now 25th, so that was 6 days ago. And today, just so you're aware, GameStop got more pre-orders. And, you know, I was out today. I was getting my oil changed and whatnot, doing adult stuff. And I was like, let me just drop by GameStop, see what's going on. There's a line outside of GameStop. There's a long line of people with tents and chairs outside of GameStop waiting for the PS5. And I'm just like, I'm good, bro. I didn't get a pre-order. As you guys know, I did not get a pre-order. And I'm okay with it now. I've accepted the fact that I'm not getting a pre-order day one. Because I'm not trying no more. I'm not trying anymore. I'm not going to the stores. I'm not waiting on websites. I did kind of go on GameStop to see if you could order one online. You can't. They're sold out online. Right as of right now. If I would have woke up early in the morning, maybe I'd have got one. But I'm not doing that. So what my plan is, which a lot of people took my advice last time and got a bunch of PlayStation 5 pre-orders and they're selling them back. What my plan is to just wait. I'm just gonna wait this out, and we'll see when they bundle this thing with the other games that are coming out. They're gonna bundle it with God of War, they're gonna bundle it with Horizon, they might bundle it with Spider-Man. Excuse me. So my plan is, hopefully they also come out with a black look, black paint and detailing. I want that. So if they actually do come out with that, I'm more willing to wait and buy that, because honestly, I sat back and I turned off my consumer brain, and I thought, just from a logical standpoint, I was like, okay, why do I want a PS5 the first day? What am I going to get out of it? I really want to play Spider-Man. That was my first thought. I was like, I really want to play that game. That was one of my favorite games of the PS4 generation. And I was just like, Miles Morales is coming to PS4. It's coming to PS4. I know the graphics are going to be better. I know the console is a better console, obviously. But why do I care about the graphics that much to spend $500 on a new console when I can just wait for them to bundle it? Am I going to stress myself out trying to get a console by the end of the year? No, I'm fine. Unless it's going to be easier to access and get one and pre-order it. I'm not about to stress myself out and try to find one. I don't care that much. I'm just gonna wait. That has been my decision now. Unless I can find one easy and for around the same price and not hiked up, which is what a lot of these big influencers are doing, then I'm good. I'm good off that. I'm not gonna do it. But Sony, y'all still holding this L, my boys. I love y'all, but this has still been a mess. Like, y'all can release all the extra pre-orders you want, but this has been a mess. It fix it, Jesus, fix it. All right, that's pretty much it for my gaming news. That's all I got. Amazon, Rocket League, and Sony being Sony. And I don't want to get into this whole thing, but it is. I've been so against this, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but it might be more beneficial to go with Xbox right now. If you have disposable incomes and you can buy both, because the Xbox is only $300, buy the Xbox for now. Wait till the PS5s become more readily available, because the exclusives aren't out yet anyway on PS5. So just wait. Just wait. I know it's hard. You want to be first. You want to get that new shiny thing by Christmas, but just wait. See what happens. Maybe they'll drop the price, or a deal will come out, a bundle that will come out that you're really interested in, or a different version of the console. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want that white console. It looks ugly. Y'all not gonna tell me that console doesn't look ugly as shit. It's ugly. All right, that's it for gaming. I'm off that. All right, next up we're gonna hop into media, and I don't have too much for this, but it's just what I've been watching. I watched The Boys. I finally got time to watch The Boys, bro. This second season is not as good as the first. Let me just put that out there. But they also are not done with the second season. They're putting it out weekly now, which I'm not a fan of, because I'd be done with the show by now. But I like that it paces me. And I was just talking about patience and waiting. But them putting the shows up weekly, like, it really slows me down. It has to slow you down. Honestly, we didn't watch the first 5 weeks because I didn't even know it was coming out weekly. We were just watching something else. And we're just like, oh, we'll watch The Boys later. So it's coming out weekly. I think we're on episode 5 or 6 now. That a new episode might be out today, so we might watch that tonight. And the season is still a good show. Don't get me wrong, but some of the shit, if you guys watched the first season, some of the shit that they're doing with the Deep is hella annoying, bro. Like, this man does not deserve this much screen time. He's an asshole. Granted, they are all assholes. I'm not spoiling the show for you or anything. All these characters are assholes, like most of them. But the Deep gets so much attention in this season. Why? Seth Rogen, why? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand this. That's my one complaint about the show so far. That's it. That the Deep gets way too much attention this season. That's it. I'm tired of looking at this man's gills. I'm tired of it. I don't care about a discount Aquaman, bro. I don't care that he's a damn rapist. Like, That was in the first season. It was interesting then, but he ain't doing none of that crazy shit no more. He's just like in a church. Like, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Let's move on to something else interesting. He's an asshole. Kill him off. Like, I don't care, bro. He rapes people, bro. All right. So, all right, moving on. Moving on. Let me get some water. Hold on. That was an unwarranted rant, and I apologize. I apologize. All right. So we also watched Vivarium, which is a movie starring Jesse Eisenberg. Okay, so I'm gonna break down the premise for this movie and why we watched it. All right, so we saw this movie on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon Video. Which, by the way, if y'all have Amazon Prime, that's just sitting there for y'all. I tell y'all this all the time. Go check out Amazon Video. There's some stuff on there that y'all probably would like to watch. Y'all probably like, where is this on Netflix? Where is this on Hulu? It's probably on Amazon, to be honest. But you might have to pay extra for it or whatever. But yeah, this movie is about a couple, and they go look for some houses, and they find this house. They're like, oh, it's nice, and it's nice, baze, ooh, out the bam. And then they're in a fucking loop, bro. They can't get out of the place, and it's just like a big ass labyrinth. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I enjoyed the movie. That's all I'm gonna say. I enjoyed the movie for the most part. I would say it's worth a watch. It'll make you think. It'll make you think about life, pretty much. It'll make you think. So go check out Vivarium. I actually just enjoy Jesse Eisenberg movies. I know he's not the greatest actor, but I love that he's not typecast as just the nerdy guy in all his movies. And I feel like he kind of broke out from that in this movie. So it was good. I don't want to discredit the actress's name, but I got it right here. I'm gonna mispronounce it, but I think her last name is funny. Imogen. It's one of those three. Poots is her last name. I would change my last name so fast, bro. Her last name is Poots. Poots. All right, that's. Oh God! All right. So Vivarium's a good movie. Go check it out. It's on Amazon Video. I put this on my notes, even though I haven't watched it yet. Cuties. There's a lot of controversy around this because if you watch the ad, which I'm not gonna play on here because a lot of people aren't watching the video version, which you should on youtube.com/onthebarbecue, whatever. But the movie guy, it's a documentary pretty much portraying the exploitation of girls in these dance troupes and whatnot. And if you look at not knowing that, if you look at the trailer, you don't know that. It just seems like they're glorifying this shit, and it's disturbing. It's disturbing. And I saw it all on Twitter. People like, how can the cameraman film this? Why is Netflix putting this on there? But if you actually go watch the movie, I've seen a ton of reviews saying it's not what it is. That's not what this movie is. They're saying that this movie is not to glorify it, but just to show you how fucked up this situation is and how they put these girls there. And fucking, they got y'all ass. They got y'all with the fucking trailer. If y'all sat there and thought it was a dumb movie exploiting these girls doing this, it's really not. They're really fighting the same fight that y'all are fighting against. Like, they don't like this shit, and they're making the movie to go against it. But I could be wrong. Don't crucify me for this. I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen some credible sources say that this movie isn't what y'all think it is. So go check out Cuties, I guess. But if you want to support, if they actually are fighting the same fight that we are, then go support the movie. And hopefully it'll bring more attention and more people will know that this shit is fucked up, putting these girls in these situations. So, Cuties. Lastly, on media, I'm watching The Legend of Korra. That's it. That's all I want to say. And people, I just want to say, whoever doesn't like the second season of Legend of Korra, what is wrong with you, bro? It's a good season. It's a good season, bro. People don't like when shows have to explain themselves, but this one makes sense. That, like, I always wanted to know what the first Avatar was like, and they had 2 whole episodes set aside for us to see the first Avatar, and that shit was lit, bro. I liked it. I liked that shit. Even though the spirits with Rava and Vatu were kind of weird, that was kind of weird, but it didn't really make any sense at the end. But I still enjoyed the animation, the voice acting. The dude from Glenn in The Walking Dead played the first Avatar. That was really cool. I didn't know that. But yeah, that's media. That's all I'm watching right now. And yeah, I appreciate you guys making it this far. If you did make it this far, make sure you hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and share that video. I appreciate it. And now we're gonna jump into the last topic, which is the real world. Now, I literally just thought about this topic right before I hopped on and started recording this today. So when I say the real world, this is mostly to target a younger audience. Hey, granted, could be my audience around my age as well. I mean, I guess I'm still young, kind of, I'm 25, but this is kind of to target those people. If you guys are older, then if it don't apply, let it fly, So when I mean the real world, I mean like adulthood and your future. Like social media and the internet, it's real. These things, the actions that you make on social media has real effects on you, and it has real effects on other people. If you start saying out of pocket shit, some people are going to start coming after you, bro. Like, so you got to think about what you post, what you guys are posting on the internet, bro. And I'm just saying this because I know it's a simple thing. I know a lot of people should know this, but they don't. A lot of these young kids can't grasp the concept of the internet is forever. Just because you post it doesn't mean that people forgot about it. Just because it happened a week ago doesn't mean people forgot about it. So just be responsible about what you post on the internet. But honestly, that's not really what this topic is mainly about. That's an important part. But if you guys are, let me say about 18 or younger, or maybe even my age or younger, you gotta think about your future, man. Like, when I wrote this topic, I was specifically thinking about when I was leaving high school and what I wanted to do in my life. And to be honest, like, I didn't have a foolproof plan. Like, so let me tell you my story. So I was in high school. Initially in high school, I was not making good grades, but I started to pick up towards senior year. My GPA went up and I was like, okay, maybe I can actually get into a college. So I went to my guidance counselor, and this is legit how I got in my college. I went to my guidance counselor and she's like, what do you want to major in? And I was like, I thought of an easy major, criminal justice. I was like, just let me major in criminal justice. And she was like, all right, this college over here, this private college over here has a really good program and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, you should really apply for it. And I was like, all right. And that's the only college I applied to. It's the only college I applied to. And I got in and bro, yeah, college was such a good time. And that's where I want to hit on, like, that pivotal point between high school and college, or high school and whatever you end up doing with your life, is so important. And it's such a big decision to put on somebody that young. And I just want to emphasize, like, I had a great time with college. College was made for me. Like, I was that type of person. I needed it. One, to get out of my comfort zone and do other things that I wouldn't have normally done, because I wouldn't say that I was a shut-in in high school, but I was very, like, to myself, doing my own thing most of the time. But when I got to college, I actually got to, I went to a small school. If you guys are nervous about college, small schools are very underrated. They're very underrated. I had the best time of my life there. Like, it's literally the best years of my life going to that small college. And but that just goes to say, I kind of enjoyed school. Like, I know it sucks, it's dumb and a lot of people don't like it, but I was a really good student and I never really got in trouble. And I was just like, this is the place for me. I was involved in so much stuff, and my grades were skyrocketing. I had damn near a 4.0 in my last year there, and I was just like, dude, I don't want to leave, but I had to because it was 2-year school. But that's just me going to say that, yes, it worked out for me really well. Like, college really excelled me to go to the places I wanted to go, but there are positives and negatives with that, you know. One of the main positives I say is it gets you off the porch. When I say that, I mean, it gets you out of the house. It gets you away from all these pressures or responsibilities that you had. Sometimes it's an escape for people. They have to live their life through high school, maybe with an abusive family, maybe with abusive parents, alcoholics in their house, and they can finally get away from that. It's an escape. But that can also lead to bad decisions in your own life, because that's all you've known growing up, you know? So there's so many pros and cons with, like, leaving the house, because, yeah, you do get your own freedom, but if you never had anybody to actually teach you the rights and wrongs of what to do in an actual society, and all you see is what happens on Twitter and Instagram, then things might not work out for you. You start talking to people like you talk to people on Twitter, and you might get killed, bro. Like, honestly. So if you don't think college is exactly right for you, there's so many I think that's the biggest thing I want to hit on in this topic. Don't think that once you get out of high school that college is the end all be all, because honestly, if I could go back today, I probably wouldn't have went to college. Like, if I knew everything I knew like back then about, I don't know, like if I could keep the memories of my experiences in college, then yes, I would go back to college. But if I could know everything I knew about how colleges are pretty much a fucking scam, and how much they don't really need, how much your tuition is bullshit, and you don't really need to pay this much to go to college, and you can get the colleges to really pay you to go to college, like, then I probably wouldn't have went to the same college that I went to, because your boy's still in debt. I ain't forget about that. I'm still in debt. I got these loans to pay off. So yeah, college is, I mean, if you're not looking forward to being 18 years old and having a lifetime of debt ahead of you, then I'd say that college probably isn't the best thing for you. And you know the crazy thing, I still have so much debt, and I had scholarships out of my ass when I was going to college. I had so many scholarships, and I still had to pay so much money. So think about that before you sign your life away to go to college and take these loans out, you know. More positives for college, I'd say, were I gained so many lifelong friends. If you guys have listened to other episodes, you know that I've made some lifelong friends in college, and I had so much fun there. Those were literally the best years of my life. And they can actually open doors for you. Like, whether or not I believe it's a scam or not, that fucking $20,000 piece of paper that you earned at the end of those 4 years, people look at that and they be like, oh, he's actually educated. But some people don't. Some people don't give a shit about a degree anymore if it's not a master's or doctorate. But it depends on what field you go to. Now, I'm not gonna lie, a degree helped me get into the field that I was in, that I was interested in, because general studies and whatnot, they, for some reason, those go a long way. But yeah, it's just not for everybody, you know, because some people aren't, honestly, like, they're not stupid, but they're not book smart, you know. They don't have that capability to just sit down and go study for a test for hours, or they just have their responsibilities out of order. And sometimes college or schools can, like, benefit you towards that and, like, help you develop those learning skills and that independence. But sometimes it's just other influences in your life that you don't need, other peer pressures and whatnot that you don't need. So I've seen it happen to so many people. So many people got distracted by the college life and didn't focus on actually getting out of college, and so many people dropped out. So yeah, I just say, just be smart. Sit down. If your parents are interested in taking you to college, sit down, tell them. Or if you don't know what you want to do, it's gonna be hard, but be like, I don't know if this is for me. Like, if you struggled in high school and middle school with grades, or just fitting in really didn't matter, because I didn't fit in high school in the most part. So if you just don't know if it's for you, I would explore other avenues and do your research. If you know what you're interested in high school, like when you're ready to leave high school, that's amazing. That you just know. Sometimes it's a mistake. People change majors and whatnot all the time. But if you are for damn certain, this is what I want to do with the rest of my life, research it. See if you actually need a degree for it. See if you can just do some internships until you're of age, or until you're ready to actually be in that field. Because a lot of these professions, I'd say you don't need a degree. So, like, let me give you an example. I don't think you personally need a degree in photography to be a professional photographer. I don't think you need a degree in art to be an art student. If you are going to college for art, I kind of judge you. Like, I'm not a judgy person, but, like, you're letting people that don't know you, don't know what you're making this art for, judge your art. Like, it could be a gateway to open doors and get you in more exhibits and things like that. But I know people who are amazing artists and didn't go a day of school, and their art is selling well. Like, you don't need college for art and things of that nature. Media, videography. You can learn a lot of this stuff online. You do not need a 4-year degree. That's how I'm like pleading for you guys. If you guys are in this situation, do some research. Think if you actually need to go to college. If you want to just have that college experience and have that college life, that's fine. A lot of people do that. A lot of people waste thousands of dollars just to go party and drink with some friends they just met. Go for it, man. It's a good time. You're really gonna look back at some of those years. If you don't do something stupid and die, you're gonna look back on those years and be like, those are really the best years of my life. Because I do. I honestly do. I was like, pre my wife. Let me emphasis with that. Pre my wife, those are the best years of my life. So yeah, that's all I want to let you guys know. If you know that college isn't your way, also, just know that there is whatever you're interested in, others are too. There's always someone interested in the same things that you're interested in. And the hard part is just finding them. And another hard part is doing the work. You actually have to do the work. You can have something you love as much as you want, but you have to do the work if you want to get there. Like, yeah, you can take an easy road or the hard road, bro. Those are really the two options. But you have to do the work, and you have to go find those people that like the same things you like. And that kind of goes back into me as a streamer. Like, yes, I stream, but I'm still trying to find my audience. Like, I know it'll come, but you got to put yourself out there and let people know this is what I'm about, and this is my life, this is my living. And if you're interested in it, you're interested in it. If not, you're not, because I'm not going to force somebody to like me or like what I do here. So that's it, man. Work for it. Be consistent. Get off of your porch. Living with your mom at 40 years old, or however old you are, 30, 35, 25. I moved out as soon as I left high school. I moved out. Like, I was gone. I was like, deuces. But yeah, man, get off the porch. I think that's gonna be the title of this episode. So I appreciate anyone who came out today. If you guys made it all the way to the end of this version, the video version or the audio version, I appreciate you guys so much. This should be available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. I don't know if it's still on SoundCloud. I'm not gonna promote that anymore because I honestly haven't been on there and I don't care about SoundCloud. So that's gonna be it for me. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. And I hope you guys learned something on the Hold That Thought podcast. Once again, I'm your host, The Barbecue, and I will see you guys next time on episode 7. Goodbye. Yes, sir. Did you like that video? Me too, because I made it. I know it's good. If you did like that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe. Make sure you have that bell turned on for notifications for when I make a new video. Also, you can catch me on any of the socials down below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those. I'm on there. That's it. See you guys later.